everyone, welcome to the Metopia demo. For those that don't know, it is essentially a Web3 community management tool, and we aggregate data from a lot of different platforms. We're essentially creating a reputation system to allow DAOs, NFT communities, and more to really understand their members and the communities, because if you know anything about Web3, the community is gold. I'm going to teach you how to create a space on Metopia. So first things first, we are going to create a space. We are going to do a simple option of starting from scratch. And here we input the name of the DAO. In this case, it's going to be Metopia DAO. And then we are going to write a brief introduction. We are also going to upload the photos and the banner. And we are going to fill in the details. So we don't have to fill in all of these details. In this case, we are just going to add the website. And we are also going to add the Twitter link as well. Once that is done, we are just going to submit it and sign it. We are able to see the space. On the Explore Spaces tab, we click on it, and I'm going to teach you guys how to create a proposal. But first, we have to set the rules. So we obviously have to enter the NFT contract, which we can find on OpenSea. And you can click the View on Etherscan, but in this case, I already have the tab open. We copy and paste that address, and then add it into there. And we click Next. And there are three ways to actually empower people to write proposals. The first one is importing Discord roles. So people that have certain roles in certain Discord communities can actually create proposals. In this case, let's just do loyal members, which means the minimum voting power required for people to create proposals. The last one is actually assigned members, which you can assign specific addresses. Now we can move on to the timeframes for proposals. Now in terms of timeframes, you would traditionally have a couple of days in between your voting periods. However, we're just going to set them as zeros because I don't want to wait one day or a couple of days to show you guys how to vote on proposals. We've also put the minimum threshold, so one person can actually pass a proposal. So now this takes us back to the home page, and what we want to do is we actually want to write a proposal. So these are the testers that I'm going to be writing up and their descriptions. Now with the duration, that's already set at the making of the rules, and then you have three options: for, against, abstain, and you can obviously write your own things. But let's just go with those three. And now to vote, we click on the proposals that we've just created. And then obviously, depending on the description, we vote for, against, or abstain. Now we are going to go through the soulbound token raffle. Soulbound tokens are essentially a non-transferable badge. They are earned and not bought. So we have to click the create a raffle, and we have to fill in the information as the following. You can obviously customize it depending on who you want to give your raffles to, what you want to call it. In this case, we want to be giving it to Discord role members. More specifically, for the folks that donated to our GR15 campaign, where we had over 200 contributors, and we will tailor the number of soulbound tokens. In this case, we're going to put 5, and now we just have to find the photo that we want to appear on the soulbound token itself. So here is a preview of what it is going to look like before we post it. And we just want to confirm that all the information is correct, and then we can move on to setting the rules. Now you have to decide whether you want the participant types to be public or private. Public meaning everybody can join. In this case, we want to be doing private, so you can tailor it so that your NFT holders are going to be able to join the raffle, or in this case, we are going to do it for Discord roles specifically. We are going to pick the GR15 supporter role, and we can set that in. Once we hit save, all we have to do is to click onto the raffle, and here it is. So that function is available to our partners. Now I'm going to show you the user profile section. Once we've voted, I'm going to show you guys the user profile. So click that on the top right hand corner, and we're 4 tabs over here. Governance tabs, you can see the proposals that you have created. The NFT tabs is pretty self-explanatory. You can see all the NFTs that are held by this particular user. Now we can switch into the donations tab. So this is where you can see all the donations that this user has made. This can be seen through, those Gitcoin grants or so on and so forth. And the last tab is actually achievements. So all the airdrops that they've received in terms of their account and their wallet address. And that is pretty much it. So that is a quick demo on how to use Metopia. And just a reminder, folks, we are actually able to integrate NFT traits, rarities, soulbound tokens, POAPs, and more. This was just a simple setup. And yeah, be sure to follow us on Twitter at Metopian. Check us out on Medium, Gitbook, and everything else. But for now, thank you so much for tuning in, and we'll see you next time.